What's up, Soul Family? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to soulfamilyoracle, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you so much. As always, listen with discernment, take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. Today's message basically says that it is unbelievable how many times you have escaped death. I don't know if this is, appropriate to just put it out like that, but yeah. The number of times that you have escaped death is unbelievable. I am speaking to somebody whose life has been in danger so many times. More times than you may know, and for some, many, many times, like you wouldn't have expected those times, but you may have had a feeling. I am speaking to somebody whose life has been so protected and so shielded, even though there's been so many attacks, because this is somebody whose life has been very, very much attacked also. Very, very targeted, and targeted attacks also. I'm hearing 1, 2, 3 on the timer. People have been targeting you and doing things in order to basically unalive you, do things like, and I'm hearing long con. For some, it's like these are things that have gone on for, like, it's like people, it's almost like I'm hearing meticulous. It's like somebody or a group of people, or people have, different times, multiple occasions, like planned meticulously how to take you out. But you have been also so heavily protected, meticulously. Your protection, your whole life experience, even though you go through a lot of downtimes or a lot of, like, maybe negative experiences, even the energies that come of the experiences and how they end are very meticulously, like how it comes about is the execution of it is very meticulous. It's something that your team takes very, very, like, very much care goes into that. It's like your team doesn't play about your protection, doesn't play about the detail, exactly your security detail. Thank you, Spirit. Whew. Your security detail is very meticulous about your protection, about your well-being, about your survival also, I'm hearing. So for some, even though you've been in survival mode, even this your survival mode is very, like, meticulously guarded, because just the fact that you're in survival mode, that doesn't mean that your team is going to allow for anything to happen. No, it doesn't work that way. 0303 on the timer. 33, and I'm getting 333. Spirit is very much present in your everyday life, in your going in and your coming out. 333 now, 0313 on the timer. The threes have been very prominent in the messages I've been receiving, or the messages I've been downloading. I am speaking to somebody whose life has been under such heavy attack. Has been 333 now on the timer. I'm telling you, spirits have been so present in your life, doing this, like, very heavy guarding and protecting. And I don't know if you can hear from the sound of my voice or like how I'm speaking, but my lip is busted. Like, the inside of my lip is like bust into like 4 places, like tore into 4 parts. And so I have a very, like, I have a very big swollen mouth, very big and swollen mouth, and I'm 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 laughing through this because I know I know that this could have been way worse. And as I'm saying this, it's like this, like, out of body feeling of literally, like, floating in this, like, space, even though still within my body, because 444 on the timer, I'm telling you, I felt like nothing like I remember feeling. And for a moment, I felt like I was experiencing something very different from what was actually happening. Like I was taken into this pain of like this space of like this like pain, but like just like brain wise. And how this happened, this accident was something that I feel could have taken my life, could have been way much worse. Something that maybe could have even left me immobile or very like damaged or deformed. And 5:33, 32 on the timer when I said that changed my life. Drastic change, upheaval, chaos, 5 energy. Something that could have really like changed a lot in my life. Now 555 on the timer as I'm saying this. So for whoever this message pertains to, just something like this, right? Where things could have just been so much worse or gone very, very differently. And I know only the universe, my guides, my ancestors know exactly how I literally slammed in the part of my face I did, and I had blood in my mouth. It's like for a few seconds, it felt so long, where I was like, oh my god, what just happened? What just happened? Whew. And I woke up feeling, oh my goodness, feeling so grateful, feeling so grateful, so grateful, because I was like, how did I make this? Like, how did this happen on this other end? It's like, just like literally, this could have happened and the last time I had this feeling was when I was in a car, in a taxi, and I was in the back seat of the taxi. And there was a taxi that had like, I guess now you say like shared rides, if you know it was like Ubers, but this was like an actual taxi. But it was so late in the night, there were no other taxis, and I somehow thought it would be okay to join this taxi that had two other men in it. And I ended up sitting on the back because there was one person on the front and another person on the back of the car. 0707 on the time as I said that. And the driver seemed, okay, and he said, it's very late out here, and if you can't get a car, you can join us. And when these guys get off, I can drive you to your location directly, because they are getting off somewhere along the road to where you're going. Somehow I felt it was okay to do this. And so I joined in the back. And when we got to a certain point, or the point where they were supposed to get off, the guys, the point where they were supposed to get off, they made an excuse about having to cash out money or something of the sort. But they both left the vehicle and entered this like narrow space. And after like maybe, I don't remember how long, but maybe like a minute or two, the driver started to feel uncomfortable, and then he just looked back at me and was like, I think we should leave. I don't feel comfortable parked here. They can keep the money. I think we should leave. And he started the car, and as soon as he started the car and like stepped on it and started to move, we see like a group of guys, including those two guys that was just in the car, coming out armed and literally started to run after the car. And I feel like with the intention of maybe robbing the car or, taking the taxi, but for whatever it was. and the driver just sped off. Sped off. That feeling he had to leave, to move the car, saved my life. 10-10 on the timer, now 111. Saved my life, most probably, because it could have gone anyways. 122 on the timer, and even though I may not have been part of the original plan, from the moment I stepped into that taxi, I became part of the plan. But the protection, the divine protection, and there's been so many different examples also of things that could have gone very differently for me. And so I woke up with so much gratitude in my heart. It's like, it's like I texted my friend that I was with just that same night, and I was telling her, I was like, you have no idea, this could have gone so many different ways, because it's like what happened is like, and the whole time, like after it happened, I just kept getting this vision, like throughout the day, throughout 2 days, like I just kept getting this vision of like this accidentally, like this smash being my head. And anytime like I had this vision, it was just like really like weird, uncomfortable, painful, and strange feeling. It's like it feels like this was what was supposed to have happened. The protection, the protection, oh my goodness, the protection that we receive, the protection, the team, it's like the safeguarding that they put us in is just so incredible. It's like I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. It's like that's why this message is like, and this is exactly what inspired this download. It's like this is where it was. This is what where I received it from. It's like the divine. It's like it's just so unbelievable. It's like that's why there's so many different cases and scenarios I can remember, and it's so unbelievable. Just how many times we've had near death experiences that we've been saved from. And I'm so grateful for us. So grateful for us. And the guidance and the protection, the shielding that we receive every day, every minute. And I feel like this is where I'm going to leave this message, 1313 on the timer. Very auspicious. If this message resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe to help us reach more of to help us reach more of our soul tribe. My lips are busted, so I'm trying to like. And thank you so much as always for your energy.